I'm gonna go to you first. Factor cap. Bijan Robinson is already a top 3 running back in the NFL.
Third already.
So let me show you. Let me tell you his
His
yards. So
numbers are like
on
top
the
three
ground, he has
though.
364 yards, receiving 146 yards. He's averaging 7.1 yards per catch, and he has 510 total yards from scrimmage.
He's really good. He's really good. I said he was going to win Rookie of the Year. I think it's McCaffrey. Like the three best running backs, I'd say like right now, like in the NFL. I think A-Chain is in there too, as far as like his yards. I don't think he's a top three back. Bijan already.
Mixon and
CMC.
Henry got the most yards, I think, up there.
Mixon. I don't think Derrick Henry's been playing that good lately. As
So
far
the
as
yards goes McCaffrey 510, Chan 460, Zach Moss 445, DeAndre Swift 434,
yeah.
Travis Etienne 396, Brees Hall 387, David Montgomery 371, and David Robinson and James Conner tied with 364.
I'm gonna say it's early, so I'm gonna say Cap that he's not a top three already, but I feel like probably by the end of the season he might be top three because his numbers are just insane. He's gonna score because he can line up in the slot and he can catch out of the backfield and he can run between the tackles. So I was high on Bijan like his sophomore year in college. I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna be a monster. So I'm gonna say Cap for right now, but probably by the end of the season he will definitely be in that conversation.
All right, Gary, I'm going to bring it to you next. Factor cap. Bijan Robinson is already a top 3 running back in the NFL.
To be honest with you, I think he is right now top 3 running back at this moment right now. Maybe at the end of the season we can see, but like you said, it goes like McCaffrey, Bijan, and to be honest, you can mix up a lot of it. I think McCaffrey's for sure number 1 right now. You got to give it to him of the dominant start he has had so far to this season and all the different ways they're using them. Obviously, I think Swift obviously can be in there, and yeah, there's a couple guys in there who you can mix around. We also talked about the Jets guy earlier too, he's going crazy as well. Yeah, so I feel there's a lot of guys in the mix right now, but I do believe Bijan Robinson. To be honest, Atlanta ain't got nothing, so he's literally the engine right there. So he's everything right now, so he deserves to be that top guy right now in the league. So yeah, in fact, I believe Bijan Robinson is a top 3 running back in the NFL.
All right, Shaun, I'm going to come to you next. Factor cap. Is Bijan Robinson already a top 3 running back in the NFL?
This is cap. It's been 5 games. We're already overreacting to what we've seen after 5 games. I'm not personally. Christian McCaffrey, to me, is the best running back in the NFL, as was already mentioned. Then I think of other names, like Garry mentioned.
Swift.
AD. No, not a DeAndre Swift, but a... What? Let's be honest.
Chubb should be up there. He'd be up there right now if he wasn't injured. If he didn't tear his stuff, he for sure, I think he'd be up there. I just want to mention his name.
AK.
And I'm glad you did. In this discussion, I'll at least take Bijan Robinson over AK. But as Garry mentioned, you have a Nick Chubb when healthy. I'm taking Christian McCaffrey. And I'm even taking Derrick Henry or Joe Mixon over him. And then let's not forget about the guy who just returned this past weekend in Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, he kind of fell off a little bit last year, but he was the best running back in the NFL in 2021, and that's hard to dispute. And so just given that I've seen a lot more from him, I would take Saquon when healthy, but we don't really know when he's healthy anymore. Anyways, point is, Kevin, the answer to this question is cap.
Josh Jacobs.
So we have 1 fact and 2 caps. So factor cap, Bijan Robinson is already a top 3 running back in the NFL. We talked about the number 1 spot is solidified with Christian McCaffrey. The number 2 spot, it could be argued, but I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift. And for that third guy, as of right now,
Henry's up there.
You can't say he's not. He has more rushing yards than Derrick Henry. As of right now, today, October 9th, if we had to make a top 3 running back list and you leave Swift off of it, you're fucking insane. Excuse my language. But 3, Bijan Robinson, I would love to put him in there. I made this question. I've been going back and forth all day, but I'm going to have to say this is cap. Like Shaun said, we've only seen 5 games. It is the Atlanta Falcons. So let's take it with what we can. But to put in that third spot, Travis Etienne has been fucking playing out of his mind. You can put him in there. You can put Brees Hall in there. yes, we have the OGs, the Derrick Henrys, the Nick Chubbs, Alvin Kamara's, but we can only go off what we do. And like Tali says, I'm a what have you done for me lately kind of guy.
Prisoner of the moment is what he is.
If you ain't done it for me the past 5 games, I don't care what you did.
And then A-Chain's up there. Then we got to mention him.
Yeah, but I would take DeAndre.
I know you did. I'm just saying though.
I mean, yeah, he could be third for sure. He definitely should be in the mix for top 3, 100%. So that's a name that I did forget. But there's a lot of things that Bijan brings to the table, running and offensively. But I'm definitely gonna go Cap.